Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great matchup between two of our Shawnee Mission High Schools as the Shawnee Mission East Lancers, coached by Nate Southwick, are taking on the Shawnee Mission West Vikings, coached by Pam Creed. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from East.
Hi, I'm Stuart. I'm a senior.
I'm Ian. I'm a junior.
I'm Nat. I'm a senior.
I'm Nick. I'm a senior.
I'm Liam. I'm a freshman.
And our competitors from West.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a junior.
I'm Jonathan. I'm a junior.
I'm Dane. I'm a junior.
My name is Ben. I'm a freshman.
I'm Eric, and I'm a senior.
All right, fantastic. Here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions from different categories. If a team responds correctly, they will earn a point for their squad. If not, the other team will get a chance to steal that category. We did a coin toss before we started recording. It was won by Shawnee Mission East. So Lancers, here is the first category. It is U.S. history, specifically quotations. What president promised that, quote, "we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, to assure the survival and success of liberty"? Time. Vikings, chance to steal this U.S. history quotations category. What president promised that, quote, "we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, to assure the survival and success of liberty"? Dane?
FDR.
It was not FDR, it was Kennedy. Kennedy. Staying with you, Vikings, you get the next category. It is science. All sounds are the result of small, rapid vibrations of what? Ben?
Pressure.
Cannot accept pressure. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this science category. All sounds are the result of small, rapid vibrations of what? Nat?
Air.
Air. Very good. Staying with you, Lancers, music history. Vivaldi, Handel, Bach wrote music in which musical period? Stuart?
Baroque.
Baroque. Very good. Back over to you, Vikings, with government and economics. Which political party promotes individual liberty, free markets, non-interventionism, and limited government? Dane?
Libertarians.
Libertarians. Very good. All right, we're cleared. We're good. Back over to you, East, with science, specifically birds. What bird has the largest beak relative to its body size? Stuart?
Toucan.
Toucan. Nice job. Back over to you, West. Current events is the category. Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to lying to Congress about the dates of Trump's efforts to build a skyscraper in which city? Dane?
Moscow.
Moscow. Back over to you, Lancers. Sports and games is the category. The Borg Warner Trophy is awarded to the winner of which race? Nat?
The Boston Marathon.
It is not the Boston Marathon. West, you have a chance to steal this sports and games category. The Borg Warner Trophy is awarded to the winner of which race? It's the Indy 500. Indy 500. Staying with you, Vikings, another sports and games category question. The NFL's Man of the Year award is named after which former running back nicknamed Sweetness? Dane?
Peyton.
It is Peyton. Very good. Walter Payton. Back over to you, Lancers, with vocabulary. This word, meaning large, imposing tomb, can be applied to any large, somber building or room. It originally referred to one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum. Nice job. Back over to you, Vikings. Geography. What huge structure backs up the Colorado River to form Lake Mead? Ben?
The Hoover Dam.
It is the Hoover Dam. Lancers, musicals is the category. The characters Captain Walker, the Acid Queen, and Cousin Kevin can be found in which musical? Nat?
Hair.
It is not hair. Vikings, chance to steal this musicals category. The characters Captain Walker, the Acid Queen, and Cousin Kevin can be found in which musical? Sean?
Cats.
It is not Cats. It's Tommy. Tommy. Vikings, staying with you, general knowledge is the category. What Mormon university was found in Provo, Utah? Dane?
BYU.
BYU is correct. Lancers, over to you, military history. In the Civil War Battle of Antietam, George McClellan led the Union forces. Who commanded the Confederate troops? Ian?
Lee.
It is Lee. Back over to you, Vikings. Literature. Her 40-year residence in China provided material for her many books. In 1938, she became the first American woman writer to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. Name her. Time. Lancers, chance to steal this literature category. Her 40-year residence in China provided material for many of her books. In 1938, she became the first American woman writer to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. Name her. Stuart?
Lee.
It is not. It's Pearl Buck. Pearl Buck. Lancer, staying with you with mathematics. What is the geometric name given to a straight line which touches the circumference of a circle at one point only? Nat?
Tangent.
It is a tangent. Back to you, Vikings, government and economics. Which amendment repeals the 18th Amendment? Eric?
The 21st.
It is the 21st. Back over to you, Lancers. Another sports and games question. Which swimmer, better known for his role as Tarzan in numerous movies, won 5 Olympic gold medals in the 1920s? Nat?
Walker.
It is not Walker. Vikings, chance to steal this sports and games category. Which swimmer, better known for his role as Tarzan in numerous movies, won 5 Olympic gold medals in the 1920s? Johnny Weissmuller. Johnny Weissmuller. Back over to you, or staying with you, West, with world history. Name the leader of the Chinese Revolution of 1911, an important figure in the movement to free China from Western domination. Dane?
Mao Zedong.
And that is incorrect. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this world history question. Name the leader of the Chinese Revolution of 1911, an important figure in the movement to free China from Western domination. Ian?
Chiang Kai-shek.
It's not Chiang Kai-shek. It's Sun Yat-sen. We are staying with you, Lancers, with current events. Name the car manufacturer that recently announced it is cutting up to... Stuart?
GM.
GM. Back over to you, Vikings. Children's literature. He suffered a concussion. She took a spill. And neither did the job they were sent to do. Who are they? Eric?
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. Back over to you, East, with vocabulary. What cooking term means a buffet meal of various hot and cold foods? It comes from the Swedish word meaning sandwich table. Nat?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Vikings, back over to you, general knowledge. 1/millionth of the title of an O. Henry book. 100th of New York's True Society members, as defined by 1892 by Ward McAllister. The number of principal works in the Confucian canon, and the number of horsemen of the apocalypse. What number? Sean?
4.
It is 4. I didn't know any of those until the horsemen of the apocalypse. All right, Lancers, back over to you. Another mathematics question. What is the sum of the complex number a plus bi and its conjugate? Nat?
A.
Cannot accept A. Vikings, chance to steal this mathematics question. What is the sum of a complex number a plus bi and its conjugate? Ben?
2A.
It is 2A. Staying with you, Vikings, U.S. geography. Name either one of the 2 U.S. states sharing a border with both Tennessee and Louisiana. Dane?
Alabama.
Cannot accept that. Lancers, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Name either one of the 2 U.S. states sharing a border with both Tennessee and Louisiana. Ian?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. The other one, Mississippi. Staying with you, Lancers, world geography this time. A ship sailing due west from Pitcairn Island would first make land on what continent? Ian?
Australia.
Australian. Nice job. Back over to you, West. Literature. It's actually a literary term is the category. Name the figure of speech in which an animal, an idea, or an inanimate object is given human characteristics.
Personification.
Personification, yes. Shawnee Mission East, science and nutrition is the category. Of chicken, beef, and pork, which is the highest in percentage of protein? Nick?
Pork.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this science nutrition category. Of chicken, beef, and pork, which is highest in percentage of protein? Sean?
Chicken.
It is chicken. Staying with you, West, military history is the category. The Soviet warship that captured Wrangel Island in 1924 bore the same name as a fictional submarine in the title of a Tom Clancy bestseller. What was that name? Time. Lancers, chance to steal this military history question. The Soviet warship that captured Wrangel Island in 1924 bore the same name as a fictional submarine in the title of a Tom Clancy bestseller. Liam.
Red October.
It is Red October. Shawnee Mission East, we are staying with you. Vocabulary is the next category. In French cuisine, this term means doused in cognac and ignited. What is the word? Nick.
Brulee.
I cannot accept brulee. Vikings, you have a chance to steal this vocabulary question. In French cuisine, this term means doused in cognac and ignited. What's the word? Flambe. Flambe. West, general knowledge is the category. To what does the verse, quote, we'll finish the question, to what does the verse, quote, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, and a penny in her shoe? To what does that refer? Eric?
A wedding.
Cannot accept a wedding. Lancers, chance to steal this general knowledge question. To what does the verse something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, a penny in her shoe refer? Nat?
What a bride is supposed to wear on a
Has to
wedding
be
day?
what a bride's apparel is, yes. And with that correct response, you've taken a 1-point lead going into halftime. Shawnee Mission East 12 to Shawnee Mission West 11. At this part of our program, we are going to go to a member of each squad as they will give us a campus update. And first for Shawnee Mission East is Stuart. Stuart, what is happening with the Lancers?
Well, at Shawnee Mission East, we got our winter sports kicking up into full swing. We got our bowling tryouts just finished up this week. Music is we're coming to conclusion of the first semester with our choir concert was last night. Our band concert's coming up, and our orchestra concert is on Tuesday next week. Then we also just finished our debate invitational at Shawnee Mission East.
All right. Lots of great things happening. Right before we get into the exam schedule, right? Everything's climbing up. All right, Sean, you are giving us the update for the Vikings. So what's happening at West?
Well, our swim team just at their most recent meet, 6 of the members qualified for state, and our debate team placed 3rd in a sweepstakes at Apache, I believe. Bishop Miege, I'm sorry. And lots of things going on with music. Our band and orchestra are both about to have concerts, and that's what's going on over at West.
All right, good stuff. All right. As we head into our second round, we start our lightning round with our look and listen question. Our look and listen question is worth 2 points. We will be displaying it on a monitor here in the studio for the contestants, and we will be showing it to you playing at home. Once again, the look and listen question is worth 2 points. Just as a reminder to both contestants, when someone rings in, we cannot rewind the video. We have to go from where it is right there. So here we go. Both teams, hands on buzzers. Here is the look and listen question. This structure dominates the center of what city? Ian?
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza, very good. 2 points to Shawnee Machiniste. As we continue with the rest of our lightning round, questions will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team responds correctly, of course, they will earn a point for their school. If they do not answer correctly, their team, again, will get a chance to steal the category. So both teams, hands-on buzzers. Government and economics is the category. In economics, what does GDP stand for? Liam.
Gross domestic product.
That is what we're looking for. Next category for both teams, science, specifically to aircraft. Name the 3 axes upon which aircraft movement is. Ben.
Roll, yaw, and pitch.
Those are the 3. Music, lyrics for both teams. Give me the opening words to the song Home on the Range. Nat.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
That's
and the
perfect.
deer and the
Yes, you don't need to go further. That was nice. Well played. Next category for both teams is world history. What country established the first colony in Canada? Sean?
France.
It is France. Science, physics for both teams. All Newtonian collisions exhibit conservation of momentum. Nat?
kinetic energy.
That is the answer. What is also conserved, and it is kinetic energy. Mathematics is the next question for both teams. What is defined as any 3-dimensional geometric solid with flat sides and straight edges? Ben?
A polyhedron.
A polyhedron. Nice job. World geography for both teams. It touches Iran, Pakistan, India, but not Saudi Arabia. Name the sea. Dane?
Persian Gulf.
Is not the Persian Gulf. Lancers, chance to steal this world geography question. It touches Iran, Pakistan, and India, but not Saudi Arabia. Name this sea. Ian?
The Arabian Sea.
The Arabian Sea. Very good. At this part in our lightning round, we will go with our theme team huddle. It's a new category that we have this year that teams will be able to confer and work together to answer 2 questions. Just this reminder to both teams, please wait until I'm done reading the second question before ringing in. And it is an all or nothing proposition. You have to get both questions right in order to earn 2 points. If they don't answer both questions correctly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here we go. The category is musicians. The first question is, branded as the new king of hip hop, he produced songs for the superhero film Black Panther. Question 2, what nationality was the composer Bela Bartok? Dane.
Kendrick Lamar and French.
That is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal.
Just buzz in, say something.
Time. Kendrick Lamar is correct. Bela Bartok was Hungarian. We will continue with our lightning round. For both teams, vocabulary is the category. What Spanish gold piece received its name because it was twice the value of a pistol? Nat?
A double?
Cannot accept a double. Vikings, chance to steal this vocabulary question. What Spanish gold piece received its name because it was twice the value of a pistol? Dane?
Doubloon.
Doubloon, very good. Government and economics for both teams. How old must a person be to run for governor of Kansas? Dane?
No specified age.
No specified age, very good. Literature for both teams. Baseball was the subject of the novel The Natural. What sport is the subject of the novel The Harder They Fall? Dane?
Boxing.
It is boxing. General knowledge, food for both teams, it's multiple choice. Sukiyaki is a Japanese dish consisting primarily of beef and onions, pork and cabbage, veal and oyster sauce, or raw fish and rice? Nat?
Veal and oyster sauce.
That is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this general knowledge of food. Sukiyaki is a Japanese dish consisting primarily of beef and onions, pork and cabbage, veal and oyster sauce, or raw fish and rice. Sean?
Raw fish and rice.
It's beef and onions. U.S. geography, specifically states. What state has the pine cone as its state flower? Nat?
Oregon.
It's not Oregon. Vikings, chance to steal this U.S. geography states category. What state has the pine cone as its state flower? Dane?
Washington.
It's not Washington. It's Maine. Maine. Good guesses, though. Fine arts, paintings for both teams. In 1961, Henri Matisse's work, La Bateau, was put the right way up after hanging upside down for 46 days without anyone noticing. At which museum in New York? Nat?
Museum of Modern Art.
That is correct. U.S. history, Constitution history. The idea of checks and balances as part of the Constitution was proposed at the Constitutional Convention by which founding father? Sean?
Alexander Hamilton.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lancers? Stuart?
Adams.
It's not Adams, it's Madison. Madison. Both teams, fine arts, music terminology. What is the Italian term for slow? Samuel Barber wrote one for strings.
Adagio.
Eric, it is adagio, yes. General knowledge for both teams. What Los Angeles suburb has the world's greatest concentration of Rolls Royces? Nat?
Beverly
It
Hills.
is Beverly Hills. We have a close game here. Shawnee Mission East 20, Shawnee Mission West 18. Literature for both teams. Karl Marx, who co-authored the Communist Manifesto, was a philosopher and journalist who had been exiled from his native land for political and religious views. After leaving Germany, in what country did Karl Marx reside? Ian?
England.
It is England. World geography for both teams. Little Diomede Island is part of Alaska, which is closest to Russian territory. Which of these figures, it's multiple choice, which of these figures is the approximate distance in miles from Little Diomede to Russian territory? Is it 126 miles, 2.5 miles, 15 miles, or 49 miles? Ben?
49 miles.
It's incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this world geography question. Ian?
2.5.
It is 2.5. Science, specifically the tides for both teams. All sea coasts have high and low tides. How long is it between a low tide and a high tide? Ian?
6 hours.
It is 6 hours. Fine arts, again, painters. Multiple choice. What American artist is known for paintings of flags? Is it Jasper Johns, Bryce Martin, Robert Ryman, or Jeff Koons? Stuart?
Robert Ryman.
It's not Robert Ryman. Vikings, chance to steal this fine arts painters category. What American artist is known for paintings of flags? Jasper Johns, Bryce Martin, Robert Ryman, or Jeff Koons? Dane?
Coons.
It's Jasper Johns. Another math question for both teams. What is the slope of the vertical line x equals 5? Nat?
Undefined.
And is undefined. U.S. history for both teams. What did people involved in the Bear Flag Rebellion of 1846 want? Nat?
Independence for California.
Independence for California, very good. Spelling for both teams. The definition is one that is able to be chosen for something, able to do something, or receive something. Nat?
Eligible.
Cannot accept that. Vikings, chance to steal the spelling category. The definition is one that is able to be chosen for something or able to do or receive something. How do you spell eligibility? Eric.
Eligibility.
That is correct. I thought you almost had it. That was pretty good. All right, both teams. U.S. history is the category. Name the oak tree famous in American history as a location where the charter of the colony was hidden from English Governor Sir Edmund Andros, who came to seize and take control of the government. This tree was located in Hartford, Connecticut. Sean?
The hanging tree?
Not the hanging tree. Lancers, chance to steal this, a U.S. history question. Name the oak tree famous in American history as the location where the charter of the colony was hidden from English Governor Sir Edmund Andros, who came to seize and take control of the government. The tree was located in Hartford, Connecticut. Nat?
The Liberty Tree.
It's not the Liberty Tree. It's the Charter Oak. The Charter Oak. Both teams, U.S. geography, more specifically meteorology. In which of these cities, Phoenix, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Fort Worth, would you most likely to avoid getting caught in a snowstorm? Sean?
Phoenix.
It is Phoenix. It's a good second round question. All right, science for both teams. Radiation. Identify any two of the three forms of electromagnetic radiation. Nat?
Radio waves, ultraviolet waves, X-rays.
We'll accept that. Very good. And with that correct response and that siren, that does end our game with Shawnee Mission East coming out on top with an excellent score of 26 to Shawnee Mission West 20. A well-played game by both teams, entertaining, I'm sure, for you at home. Please join us again next time as we continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.